to pay off things in certain under certain circumstances. So, and I could we don't have time for me to list them all, but that number actually comes from the government itself. So if there's a major event that people get panicked again, we could see runs on the banks, runs on the insurance companies. There's cash surrender values to the tune of about $3 trillion out there that people can run and try and get them cash in their insurance policies because they think the insurance company is going to go under. You could have this is what exactly what the Treasury and the Fed were so concerned about, Paulson and Bernanke, when they were really pulling out their remaining hairs about what could happen. We have to get our system out of that position where we can have systemic, colossal financial failure. We're still there. We're in worse shape, actually, than we were a year ago in terms of that risk. We've got to move away from that, and limited purpose banking is the way to do it.
All right. Professor Larry Kotlikoff, thank you for joining us. What's the best one-stop shop website to find out about your economic perspective?
Mine would be my website. It's people.bu.edu/Kotlikoff.
Or just Google Larry Kotlikoff. People can find a lot of your work.
Right.
And I look forward to reading the book when it comes out. Thanks for spending time with us.
Hey, my pleasure. Take care.
You bet. Okay, wanted to give you some economic perspective from a mainstream individual, and said we could have total financial meltdown any time. The same people that set up the system are running it currently. They're not going with his alternate plan or Ron Paul's alternate plan because it limits their power. I'm going to go to your phone calls, and we're coming back with Joe Rogan here in a minute. He's about to arrive any time. Just text me. But before I do that, I want to thank a few of the sponsors we haven't thanked yet today who've made today's show possible. One of them is MySolarBackup.com, a great solar unit, the power source 800-watt generator, a high-efficiency solar panel designed to provide endless electricity. That's the perfect emergency backup for troubled times. The government doesn't own the sun yet, folks, so make your move today at MySolarBackup.com. That's MySolarBackup.com. You're not going to get off the grid overnight, but this is a great little unit that can run quite a few things in your house, and we've been pitching these for over a year, and our listeners give us great reviews and just love them. Very inexpensive for what you get. Find out more at MySolarBackup.com as you start moving away from the grid, or give them a call at Solutions from Science, 877-327-0365, 877-327-0365. Also, I want to thank New Silver Solution, one of our great sponsors. People all over the world are discovering the benefits of supernatural silver. This powerful nanotechnology is a natural antibiotic and preventative against infections, germs, and disease. They have all these big studies, mainline studies up on their site, supernaturalsilver.com. Silver is one of the oldest natural antibiotics and is non-toxic. Visit their link at Infowars.com and see the studies for yourself. You cannot afford to miss this opportunity. It is an essential for all your emergencies and preparedness needs and is a great way to protect you and your families. You cannot put a price tag on your family's health. Go to supernaturalsilver.com today to learn more. That's one word, supernaturalsilver.com, for all their amazing products. And finally, Diginet.net personal video systems. You got to fight Big Brother with Big Brother. They have great little pins that you press one button, record audio and video for hours with a timestamp. They have tiny cameras hidden in sunglasses with a little digital chip in them. Records tons of great video just for undercover work, protecting yourself. Police pull you over. There are thousands of uses for this. Everyone needs them. We use them on the road. We use them at Bilderberg. Absolutely essential. Diginet.net. Get 10% off the Diginet pin for Alex Jones listeners only off their website. Type in bonus code ETF09 in the promo box, or just call and mention in the Fed 09 at Diginet.net. Their number is 888-344-6681. 10% off for Alex Jones listeners. 888-344-6681. Diginet.net. The great folks there. And I'll just remind you again, we have combo specials right now where you can get a free film when you get Fall of the Republic. A free film. We have 3 different combos up there where you can get a free Reflections and Warnings with Aaron Russo, the last video interview he did about the Federal Reserve, the New World Order. Get that DVD free with Follow the Republican Endgame. Find out about those specials at Infowars.com or call 888-253-3139. Let's go to Raul in Texas. Thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Hi, Alex.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, great. I had the opportunity to meet you at last year's Indefed rally in Dallas. And after meeting you, I was really inspired to take action against the New World Order. So what I want to do is organize a protest in Houston, Texas, next Wednesday, because Richard Haas, the president of Foreign Relations, Council of Foreign Relations, will be in Houston in the Galleria.
Yeah, the guy that writes articles admitting that they're using fake environmentalism and fake terror to take our rights. Richard and Haas is coming to Houston next week.
Yes, he is. He'll be at the Westin Hotel in the Galleria. And if anybody's interested, I set up an email account, cfrisevil@gmail.com, if they're interested in finding out more.
Okay, exciting. cfrisevil@gmail.com. Now, you could also probably call and go in there as press if you have a local news website, or is it closed to the public?
It's a private event for members only for an international society.
Well, you exercise your free speech by taking it. So, yeah, show up in front or on the sidewalk. Everybody should go.
Let me ask you, what would be some good material to hand out, especially people that don't know about the CFR? They don't.
I'd get Follow the Republic, make copies, give that out. I'd make up a fact sheet with websites and quotes by Haas where he's calling for an end to U.S. sovereignty. I would have the quote of Barry Goldwater about how the CFR and Trilateral Commission are a private group trying to take over our government and set up world government. That's what I'd do. Good to hear from you, Raul. Keep it up. Ness in California, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, it's a pleasure to be on the air. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I actually heard about you through Immortal Technique years and years ago. I always thought he was talking bullcrap until I went down the rabbit hole and I realized that there was more to what he was saying than, there was more to it than what he was just saying. And I started watching your films. I can't remember exactly which one was the first one. And later I came upon Endgame. And after Endgame, it just blew my mind. I couldn't stop telling people. I used to work at a Costco, gave out your CDs to everybody that walked in there. Here you go, here you go, here you go.
Awesome.
Than buying their fake crap. But either way, I was hoping to get on when you had on Ron Paul because I've always told people stuff, and everybody tells me, well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And, I know telling other people is the first step.
No. The establishment always wants to say talking does nothing. Why do they buy all this propaganda and constantly pay people off to have their view? No, talking is everything. Warning people, getting involved, demonstrating, calling into talk radio, getting Ron Paul to run, running yourself locally, supporting pro-liberty candidates, getting involved, getting informed, tuning into the real political dialogue that's going on, shattering the left-right paradigm.
And you know what, Alex? I have taken it to the next step, and I said, you know what? I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And what I did, my buddy and myself, we started our own radio station, LATalkLive.com. And I personally, I'm an advocate of medicinal cannabis for other people out there that don't have a fight for themselves, that don't have a word. I know Ron Paul is working on that, and especially on the hemp. That's a whole different issue. That's just part of the fight. We all have to
awesome, Ness. Thank you. Let's talk to Marty in California. Marty, go ahead.
Hello, Alex. How are you today?
Good.
Say, I want to just make a couple quickie statements. It appears that the government will lie with everything they say as well as what they omit telling the people. I have a brief statement of fact that occurred here in Southern California the other day. A pregnant woman with pneumonia went to the hospital to give birth to her child. During the delivery, this woman died due to complications from the pneumonia. But the hospital announced that she died from the swine flu. The husband, the father of the child, which did survive, tried again and again to correct their false announcements, saying that she had died from complications due to the pneumonia.
That's because they've been paid to fearmonger and hype, and all over the country, I don't know if your story's true, I believe it, but I can't confirm it.
Right.
They've been caught saying people die from swine flu, and then a week later there's a tiny blurb in the paper saying they actually died from something else.
Yeah, they have not. They've ignored what this fellow has been saying. It appears they've got him lying to falsify these statistics about this.
Well, how did you learn about this?
Actually, I have a business. My distributor representative goes from San Diego clear up out to Indio. It's got to be a 300-mile radius, and he takes orders for parts and so forth that you need to continue business. And I've known this gentleman for 20